Hey guys, how are you? This is Julian from Julian Marcus YouTube channel. We have gotten so many comments about the videos that I'm making about finances and how to save money, how to open an IRA account, how to buy a house, and several things. So in the last video we mentioned that we wanted to do a video as to how to build a third retirement account. We talk about buying a house, which is the first thing that a person can do to when you're 65, you have a hopefully a paid off property where you live. We talk about how to build an IRA, which is a second retirement account. So you will have a second retirement account, which we all are going to need when you get older and when we get a lot of medical expenses and quite a lot of things. So the third retirement account that I wanted to mention that you can start building right now is when you have savings and you happen to have a home that belongs to you and you happen to have equity on your house. So what I recommend is take that equity of the house and buy another property. Let's say you have $200,000 on equity in a property that you have where you live in. You can get an equity of that amount, buy a property. If it's an apartment, then you're going to rent it for $1,500 or whatever rent you can rent it. And that money is not going to be used right now. But that money, if you are a certain middle age, when you get to be retired at 65 or 70, the house will be paid off. The property, that apartment will be paid off fully. And then you're getting your Social Security check, the IRA that we mentioned before, how to build it, how to fund it, and now a third property, a third retirement account, which is going to be the property that we're talking about. This is not for anybody. I will not recommend this idea if you're not good with money. If you are a big spender, if you don't happen to have any savings, if you are a brown person that needs to the next motorcycle, the next car, the next TV and everything, if you're not very good with money, I do not recommend this. Why? Because when you take an equity line of credit from your property and buy an extra property, you are doubling the payments. The one where you live right now, plus the second one. And I'm going to tell you why. When you get an income from the second property, that income is supposed to pay the equity line of credit. You continue paying your house as you are continuing doing so. And the second property, the income from the one is not to be touched. That is what I'm telling you, that if you're not very good with money, saving for expenses, for repairs, for insurance, for mortgage, for any liability that a property might have, don't do it. Don't do it because if you don't, then you're gonna might end up losing your own house very fast. You need to be organized. You need to be organized with that. So if you are organized and you have some savings and you're good with money and that you have a lot of logistics, this is the perfect business for you. You can get a property close to you so you can manage it, so you pay attention to it. You can pay it in 20, 30 years. So the beauty of it is that the expenses of this particular house, like the mortgage and the finance, you are going to be able to deduct it. Because remember, when you're working, you have this salary here, and the rental you also have to declare. So you're going to have two incomes that you have to declare. But with the property that you have where you live, the taxes, like we say before, the taxes of the property in the county where you live, plus the same for this one, this is items that you can deduct. You can deduct repairs for this particular property. You can deduct the same taxes, the property taxes that you pay, insurance that advice that you get. So all of those expenses are deductible. So while you're doing this, you're doubling the income, the house where you live plus the property that you're buying. So this is also going to help you in building your security, your social security retirement. You might have to pay a little bit less, but with these two properties, you are making more income, paying more social security taxes. So you're doing several things at the same time. And your credit, you might not have any more credit, but you might be set. Instead of getting just a social security check, plus the IRA, plus this particular property, you can have 3 retirement accounts. Imagine you getting $5,000 per month. Social security check, the IRA, whatever amount you can get per month, plus extra $1,500, $2,000, let's say $1,500. That's easily between $4,000 to $5,000. So that way you secure your retirement. It is not easy, but we all can do it if you make it right now. The longer it takes, you want to do it early in your life. Let's say you happen to be 35. If you do it now, you comfortable can do this for 30 years. So by 65, this property will be paid. Because even though you're 45, doesn't matter, 45, 50. Because even though when you get 65, the property is not fully paid, but the payment, what you're paying to date to the bank, let's say you're paying $800, $900 20 years from now is going to be much less money. We're going to be making more money supposedly, and so it's going to be much less money. The value of the money is going to be less. So remember that. So I hope this helped you. Continue calling us, continue sending us messages, and also please subscribe. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. And wait for this video in Spanish. Thank you. Bye bye. Ciao.